in here we're going to solve for a specific variable. So, you know that many equations, many formulas contain more than one variable, right? And sometimes it's useful to solve for a particular variable. We do that by isolating a particular variable. Okay? All right, so take a look at this one. It says solve for the variable specified. So in this case, I have this formula or equation, and I want to solve it for n. Now, n is this, right? So I want to isolate n. And I'm going to use the same processes as I was using before. So, it's kind of like reverse PEMDAS, right? Whereas in PEMDAS, we do multiplication and division first. Here, we're going to do the addition and subtraction first. So this is 3n plus 6p. So what I'm going to do first is minus 6p minus 6p. And always draw this line. So now here I have 15 minus 6p. Now that's not necessarily, those are not common terms, right? You can't add them to each other. So I just leave it as 15 minus 6p is equal to 3n, and then this goes away. Okay, so remember I'm solving for the n, right? I want to isolate the n. And here it's 3 times n, so I got to divide by 3, but I have to divide everything by 3. So then I get 15 over 3, 5, minus 6 over 3, 2p is equal to n, and that is my answer, right? So you see that? I have solved for n, I have isolated n. Okay, next. K minus 2 over 5 is equal to 11j. I need to solve for k. Okay, so I have k minus 2 over 5 equals 11j. Now, if I want to solve for k, first I need to get rid of that 5. Okay, so what I do is I'm going to multiply this entire thing by 5 and this entire thing by 5. So here the 5's go away. So I have 5 times k minus 2 equals 55j. Correct? Okay, next. Distribute the 5 because I'm solving for k. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The 5 went away. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was a mistake. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The 5 went away. Ay, silly Mrs. Malikian. Oh my God. So now what am I going to do? To solve, what am I solving for? Well, so I'm solving for k. I want k to be alone. So what am I going to do? Plus 2, plus 2. Okay. Now look at what I did here. Okay, so this goes away. But look at this one. This is a 55j. This is a plus 2. Are those common terms? No. Because they're not common terms, when I wrote the plus 2 here, I didn't align it vertically. I kind of put it off to the side. So, like if there were common terms, I would have aligned them. Okay? So now I got k equals 55j plus 2. And that's my answer. Okay? All right, here we go. This one, I'm solving for x. X is this one. So what do you think I do first? What should I start with? Yeah. Plus 2y. Yeah. Plus 2y. And then plus 2y. Again, I'm not going to align it, right? So this will be half x equals w plus 2y. Now what am I going to do? Well, I need to solve for x, so always kind of like keep track of what you're solving for. Yeah, any ideas? divide by everything by half, or multiply everything by 2, right? Because you could multiply by the reciprocal. So multiply everything by 2. So now this goes away. X is, I distribute 2w plus 4y. Cool? Okay. All right. This one, I'm going to solve for x. Oh, but look, I have an x here and I have an x here. To isolate the x's, first of all, I need to have one x, right? So first I want to combine the x's. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do minus 2x, bring everything to the same side. So 2x minus 5y is y. Now what am I going to do? Plus 5y to both sides, right? So now you see how, like, when they're like terms, I do align them vertically, okay? So I get 2x equals 6y. Now what am I going to do? Divide by 2, divide by 2. So x is 3y. Cool? Fabulous. Okay. All right, next one. What do you think? What should we do first? We're solving for d. Okay, look, I got d here, I got d here. Okay, so let's do minus 3d. So I have, how much is this? So I have 1d minus 3d, negative 2d plus 5c equals minus 1. Now what do we do? Minus 5c, right? Because I want to get the 5c over to the other side. So I'm going to do minus 5c. But the minus 5c doesn't, I'm not going to align it because they're not like terms. Okay? So let's see what we're going to get. What are we going to get? I have negative 2d here is equal to negative 1 minus 5c. Now what am I going to do? What am I solving for? Always remember what you're solving for. You're solving for d. Divide by just 2, negative 2. Divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So what's d then? Positive or negative a half? Positive 1/2. Positive 5 over 2c. Cool? Yeah. Why divide by 2? Because it was negative 2 times d, and I want to do the opposite of times, which of multiplication, which is division. All right? Okay, let's do the next one. So here I'm solving for q. Do you see how I always highlight the thing that I'm solving for? Okay, it makes it so much easier for me. So what am I going to do first for this one? Minus 3q minus 3q. This goes away here. So here I have 3q minus 18 equals s. Plus 18, right? Because I'm solving for q, so I want to get the 18 out of the way, right? Plus 18, it doesn't align with the s. I'll just put it here. So what do I have? 3q equals s plus 18. Correct. So now, well, I'm solving for q. If you want, on the test, to have a highlighter or to have a pen, to either circle or highlight the thing you're solving for, you're more than welcome, okay? So now what am I going to do here? What do I divide by? Just 3. Okay. So now Q equals S over 3 plus 6. Yeah. Now look, another way you can write that is Q equals, look, do you see how the denominator is the same here? You can just do S plus 18 all over 3. Both of these are the same and they're both acceptable. Okay? All right, now look at this. This is a formula for the area of a triangle. Half times base times height, right? You've seen that before, yeah? Solve for H in terms of the other variable. When you say the word in terms of, right? When I say like solve for A in terms of X, I mean, the equation should have the other variables in there, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's write that here. A equals 1/2 B times H. So I'm going to solve for H. Yeah? Okay. There are lots of things that I need to get rid of here. First is I want to get the B to the other side. So I'm going to divide this whole thing by B and this whole thing by B. So I get A over B is half H. Solving for H. What should I do now? What do I need to get out of there? What do I need to take out of there? The 1/2. How can I get? Okay, so here's the thing. So this is 1/2 times this, right? We're going to divide 1/2 technically, but however, if you have the variable being multiplied by a fraction, what do you multiply by? You multiply by the reciprocal of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply this by the reciprocal, and I'm going to multiply this by the reciprocal. So what do I get? 2A over B is equal to H. Okay? Signed in. Okay. We're ready for another one? Okay, now that I solved for H, it says here, what is the height of a triangle with an area of 28 square feet and a base of 8 feet? Well, now that I've solved for H, I can just plug in all of the things I'm given. So 2 times 28 over 8. Okay? So let's see how I do this. You know what? I do this slowly. Like, look, I can reduce anything in the numerator with anything in the denominator. So if I divide by 2, this will be a 1, this will be a 4. Right? So now I have 28 over 4, which is how much? You guys know. 7. So then H is 7, and what are the units?
Square feet.
So since it's height, it's just feet. All right? Okay, there we have it. That's the last lesson of this chapter. Hooray!